Bye bye list. After Wilm and I have sailed Jambo from Copenhagen to List, we are now continuing our journey together with Klaus and Heinz. Our first stop will be Helgoland, then we are driving to Norderney, we'll have a look at Borkum, are making a 2-night stop on Ameland, and then we are driving via Vlieland and Borkum to Enkhuizen, where the cruise is going to end. And we will be back at the home port after almost 3 months of absence. We left Westerland behind. Hello and welcome. We are cruising from the island Sylt to the island Helgoland. That's about 60 to 65 nautical miles. Today is no wind, so we are driving under engine. I'm not on myself. We are 4 up.
Hi, I'm Klaus, the smoothie on board, and I hope I cook nice dinners for the crew.
I'm Wilm, man at the helm.
I am Heinz, the senior sailor.
And I'm Martin, the skipper.
Da müssen wir uns alle nach vorne, aller links.
Weil du da oben bist. Ja, hier ist aber. We are looking forward to this week and should have a lot of fun. It is a nice view back to the island Sylt and the city Westerland. Now we are almost there and the island Düne is starboard ahead. Right now we are entering Southport since nothing was free in the northern marina. Before we asked the harbour master for a berth via text message. We safely arrived. We are now on Helgoland. Very nice day, a lot of sunshine, 63 nautical miles from Sylt down here. We are now staying 2 nights and have a full day here on the island. Yeah, we look forward to the island and to a nice evening.
Cheers.
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 Then I'm finding the oysters growing on the sheet piling, and I just cannot resist taking 2 of them with a pair of pliers. Die sehen ja gut aus hier doch.
So, heute sind wir als Austernfischer unterwegs gewesen an unserem Anlegesteg in Helgoland. Martin versucht sich gerade eine Auster zu öffnen. Sieht gar nicht so schlecht aus. Bin mir nur nicht sicher, ob er sie auch probieren möchte.
Sicher.
Sicher, sagt er. So, dann werde ich das mal filmisch dokumentieren. Der spannende Moment, ob es an die Sylter Auster ranreicht oder...
Die Muschelernte.
Lecker.
Tatsächlich lecker.
Ja.
Wunderbar. Das war also dann Erfolg. Okay.
Ja, die nächste.
Die nächste, das werden wir auch noch mal gucken. Wie professionell die geöffnet wird, sehen wir hier.
Aber ist nicht das richtige Messer dafür.
Ja, leider kein Austernmesser.
Aber
Das normale Messer muss reichen.
riecht schon leicht.
Das Messer oder die Auster?
Ja, da haben wir es schon.
Wie wir Profis wissen, muss ja die gewölbte Seite nach unten gehalten werden, wegen dem Saft.
Was ihr auch macht.
Ah ja, ich bin auch ein bisschen nass geworden, aber das sieht schon gar nicht so schlecht aus.
Bist du Klaus?
Ja, jetzt nehme ich mal.
Draußen Eimer.
Bitte schön.
Ja, Moment, ich habe ja noch ein Handy in der Hand. Ich wechsle mal eben.
Ja, sehr gerne. So. Oh.
Das sieht gar nicht so übel aus.
Ja, sieht sehr gut aus. Zwei Austern,
Ich
Heinz.
muss das ja erstmal lösen hier, ne?
Ja.
So.
Ne, die ist lecker.
Salzig? Aber
Ja,
so
klar.
muss es ja sein.
Ist ja Salzwasser.
Genau.
Und äußerst frisch übrigens. Ja. Ja, dann lass uns mal die nächsten holen. Eventually, the second oyster was not as good as the first one. We then refrained from taking more oysters, especially since the harbor water is not the best environment for the oysters either. Well, mine was pretty good. The next day, a beautiful morning is awaiting us. We are really lucky with the weather today, and we all are looking forward to our shore leave. Neither Klaus nor I have shown any negative effects after our yesterday's oyster enjoyment. I am visiting Helgoland now for the 6th time, and I'm glad to be here every single time, because the island exerts such an indescribable charm on me. The island group Helgoland and Düne belongs to Germany since 1890, and special rules apply for both islands. Also, it is part of the German economic territory. It is neither part of the customs territory of the European Union, nor are German excise duties levied. Also, for this reason, many day trippers come over from the mainland to shop duty-free, additionally to the great island experience. We also appreciate that and cover ourselves with beer and South American beef each time. Diesel is also cheaper than on the mainland, so we definitively want to refuel too. During all of our visits, we have never been able to visit the neighboring island Düne. We'll catch up on that today. We are taking a water taxi which runs every half an hour between the two islands and are driving over there. After a 10-minute drive, you arrive. We are also going on a discovery tour starting on the North Beach. It is a wonderful view to the main island of Helgoland and the beach. The island also has an airport for smaller planes and offers sightseeing flights over both islands. On the south side, a beach restaurant with Mediterranean feeling is located, which is our today's big highlight. We take the opportunity to have a small snack. Very nice day on the island here. Now we have a little rest here in the Düne restaurant. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Here are some seal banks and this gorgeous white beach. These cottages probably invite many vacationers to calm down. We are taking the water taxi back to the main island and making our way up to the upper land along the steep west coast to the Long Anna. It has been a great day and we really liked the visit to the island Düne. Bye bye Helgoland, we just refilled the diesel. The buoy Helgoland O is portside astern. just sailing from Helgoland to Norderney. We have roughly 24 nautical miles behind. Yeah, sailing a butterfly at the moment. Sun is coming out. We have around about 3 to 4 hours ahead of us. Yeah, let's see how it goes. So guys, everybody alright?
Stop, I'm fine.
After a relaxing day sailing, the beach of Norderney is portside. We have made it and are now in the marina Norderney. 46 nautical miles to Norderney, good sailing wind. Yeah, lovely afternoon. And now we have a beer on the successful landing. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers! We know the island of Norderney very well and therefore have a cozy evening on board. Our smoothie is preparing the dinner. So we're having a fillet steak with rice and a nice sauce.
With paprika, onions, and I hope it's good.
Yeah, I'm convinced it's good. Klaus, great. Excellent, Klaus.
Yeah, thanks.
Super dinner. Thank you.
You.
Great.
Great.
Guten Appetit. Farewell to Norderney. We are starting very early today because we do not want to arrive too late at Borkum. With 10 knots downwind and low speed, we decided to raise the reserve genoa additionally. After pulling down the first genoa, we're hitting the second on the vortex in addition. And then we are pulling both up and putting them into the two running rails. In trade wind sail position, we are doing a little bit better. Fairly relaxed morning here. Heinz is fishing. We put the second genoa up and traveling with 3.6, 3.7 knots through the water. We are now heading south on the River Ems and have brought the port genoa to the starboard side and are in half wind with both genoas on the way. They are not quite congruent, but almost, so the outer is just fluttering a bit. But we are doing 7 knot speeds through the water and have additional support from the currents, so that we are quite well on the way. Borkum is already portside. Today it has been a short cruise of 33 nautical miles from Norderney to Borkum. The entrance to Port Henry is portside. We have moored in the marina, which is very shallow, and it is recommended entering at high tide. In the afternoon we are taking the bus to have a look at the town and the beach at the north coast.
Ja.
After about half an hour's drive we are in town, and here we are already at the lighthouse. During nice weather, the beautiful northern beach of Borkum presents itself with its lovely promenade. Borkum is the most western island of the 7 inhabited East Frisian islands, and at the same time the largest one with 31 square kilometers. A little bit more than 5,000 inhabitants are living here. The island is a very popular tourist destination. Every year about 280,000 tourists are coming. Understandable, since during this beautiful weather it is a dream being here on the North Sea coast. Next morning we are starting very early, as it fits with the water level. But we also have a longer cruise to Ameland ahead of us, and of course we are again dependent on the tides, as we can only enter this marina at the high water level. After a long time, we have the opportunity hoisting up the Dutch courtesy flag again. Good morning, we are sailing from the German island Borkum to the Dutch island Ameland. That's about 60 nautic miles. Wind around 10 knots. We put both Genoas up, sailing them butterfly. Yeah, beautiful weather, and we are looking forward to Ameland. Ameland at portside. It has been a relaxed day sailing with 54 nautic miles to Ameland. Now we are already on the way to the port Nees, and the ferry dock is ahead of us. Done. We are in the port of Nees. Very nice cruise from Borkum to here. It's a little bit shallow. We are 50-60 centimeters beneath the keel. It was a little bit more shallow when we approached the marina. Beautiful afternoon, which we will enjoy. And we look forward to tomorrow, because we spent the whole day here and we'll look around. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Our smoothie Klaus is cooking again. Good morning! A rainy day on Ameland. We are taking the bus and are driving to Hollum. It's a little town here on the island. We have a look around there and then we will see. Ameland is located north of Friesland and has an east-west extension of about 24 kilometers. About 5,000 people are living here. The island consists of several towns: Buren, Nees, Ballum, Hollum and Zier. A ferry connects Nees with the mainland. Here we are already at the lighthouse of Hollum, which we saw yesterday from the water. The beach pavilion of Hollum. In one of the small eat cafes, we are warming up and strengthening ourselves. Then we are taking the bus back to Nees, which is a nice, small, idyllic Dutch resort. Also, it has been a rainy day. We are glad that we have visited this island. Farewell to Ameland. We're not starting too late and are departing at high tide. The lighthouse of Holm, which we visited yesterday, is starboard. Here's a small boat club. Then we have reached the open water, and it is supposed to be a harder day. A small motor yacht also ventures into the swell, which is apparently not as safe as for a sailing yacht, since motor yachts are not as seaworthy. Today the wind is not quite in our favor. It is blowing from west-northwest, and we have to tack the whole day.
Sailing from Ameland to Terschelling. It's a bit harder today. We started with 5 before, and then the wind was up to 35 knots from one second to another. So we had quite some problems to get the sails down. But now it's running a little bit better. Wind around 20 knots from west-northwest. So we are tacking against it. I think we will have a late arrival. Yeah, the autopilot has some problems at the moment. Let's get back on course. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Ja, Wilm? Ja? Alles Toppi.
Indeed, what a day. Due to tacking the whole day, it has become very late and we cannot make it to Terschelling. And alternatively, we have to drive to Vlieland. Yesterday, we did not do too much after our arrival. We only showered, ate something, and then hit the hay. Vlieland is a very nice destination. Unfortunately, our stay is very short, but we know the island already. Today the wind is blowing strong again, with about 20 knots from the west.
We are leaving now. Strong wind from port side, so we are pulling us to the other side here, to the other ponton. Here. Worked out perfectly.
Hinter dir, Hammer, hinter dir.
Bye bye Vlieland. Good morning. We left Vlieland about 8:30. Are sailing to Harling at the moment. Wind about 20 knots, but downwind today a little bit more convenient than yesterday. Our final destination today is Borkum, where we are going to meet our wives, who are picking us up tomorrow in Enkhuizen. Yeah, we look forward to the day.
The wind has risen once again, up to 27 knots. Then it is high tide at Harling, and all ships are departing as usually at the same time. That means we have to fight our way through a field of flat-bottom boats.
We made it to Harling.
Now it is over and Harling is ahead of us. And we are turning over starboard into the fairway to Conweder Sand. Here we are already at the lock of Conweder Sand.
In the lock, always a little adventure.
This also looks like a lot of fun. Today it has been a short cruise of 25 nautic miles from Vlieland to Borkum.
We got a berth in the marina Borkum. Beautiful afternoon. We have nice visitors on board, our wives, Anke and Inge. Martina will join later. Yeah, we look forward to a nice afternoon. Cheers.
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 The little town Borkum is located in the west of Friesland and has about 3,500 inhabitants. Close to the beach of the Eiselmeer, a beautiful holiday park together with the marina Borkum is located. There are some other options for berthing, also central in the city, which can be reached by bike in about 15 minutes from here. The resort has a supermarket, a nice restaurant and a few smaller aid cafes. We are saying goodbye to Borkum and leaving towards Enkhuizen for our last cruise.
We are on the home stretch to Enkhuizen, sailing upwind. Nice sailing day, 4x4, taking against the wind. Yeah, we look forward to the home harbor.
Now our cruise is almost over. On 29th of May I started in Borkum and sailed single-handed to Wedel, where Jambo stayed for 1 month as the hull was refurbished. Then I cruised to Oslo, where I met Anke. Together we sailed the West Swedish archipelagos and really enjoyed it. From there we drove via Gothenburg and Anholt to Copenhagen. 2 weeks ago, Wilm and I started the return journey in Copenhagen. We sailed via the Limfjord to List of Sylt, where Heinz and Klaus came on board. The 4 of us sailed the last bit. It has been 690 nautic miles from Copenhagen to Enkhuizen and almost 1,900 in total this summer. Some repairs need to be done, which have been added to the list for the winter. It was once again a great sailing summer, and I'm glad that we have taken Scandinavia as our destination, because it was gorgeous and the weather has really played along with us. We are already making plans for next year. We are going to sail to the Canary Islands. This is even more advanced than anything else we have sailed so far. This will be another big adventure for us, And of course, you are invited to join us again. See you!